The camera starts up high on the mountains. We're in the Dust Bowl desert. It just looks hot. It feels hot. It's midday. It starts to come down. As it comes down, it lands into the back seat of a convertible, screaming down the desert, with Billie Jean, our protagonist, in the passenger seat, and her husband Willie, the most dangerous man in the 5 counties, driving the car. They have a absolute love for one another. You can just tell by the way that she looks at him and he looks at her, and we know nothing about them yet. We get to their house. The car pulls in. It's starting to become dusk. And we're low, and we see a shotgun in Willie's hand and a bag in his other. And then we see a bag in Billie's hand as they walk in the house. Billie is the prettiest girl in all of the West, and Willie is the most dangerous. As they go inside, Billie drops the bag, goes right to the record player, and drops the needle down on Crimson and Clover by Tommy James and the Shondells. Just as that melodic first guitar riff comes in, she starts to move in a way that is just hypnotizing. Willie is pouring himself a glass of whiskey in a mason jar as he starts to count the day's score. She continues to dance, trying to get his attention. He doesn't budge. He's counting the score. Then finally she comes over, pushes the bag off the table, and sits in his lap. Things happen. Later, we see her, ruffled hair, oversized t-shirt, definitely not hers, probably his. It's the only thing she's wearing. In the kitchen, finishing dinner as he sits shirtless with just jeans on and a cowboy hat, counting, continuing to count. There's so much money. This is the biggest score that they've ever made. Then out of nowhere, just the whole world changes. Just wood chips, blood. We go into this psychosis. We fall down with her to the ground. It then cuts to her perspective, and she just sees this blast of bullets go through Willie. She's devastated, but she's so confused about the situation that's going on. Then off to the left of the frame, we see just shadowy legs and feet come into the room. A shotgun gets put right to Willie's heart. Gets pulled. He's gone. Blood explodes all over Billie. Billie then stares up, and all we can see is that it's an out-of-focus shadowy image because she's got blood all over her face. And he pulls out a pistol, points it down, shoots, everything goes black. Fades up slowly and out of focus to in focus, and we realize that Billie has not been killed. The bullet only grazed her ear. She looks to her left and realizes Willie's dead. She sits there, looks around, ponders what happened. She's obviously been set up. Her boss, the accountant, has finally done it to them. She sits and ponders, do I go and avenge my lover's death, or do I just disappear forever, knowing that they think I'm dead? We then cut to feet walking down a street, shotgun in one hand, bag in the other, mirroring the shot earlier of Willie when he was leaving the car. We then come up to her face, bloodied, almost like the bride in Kill Bill. And she's going down the street walking, so the car has been torched. She gets to the Roadhouse Saloon, which is the place where all the good people, and by good people, I mean bad people, meet. It's their spot in the desert. She walks in, she makes eye contact with the bartender. And she knows, at that moment, that she has been set up by the look on his face, because the bartender works with the accountant. She goes into the back, a brawl ensues, and then the screen goes black. We just hear fight noises. We think this is it for her. There's no way she could do this. But what everyone underestimates is the love for the true love of her life, Willie, is going to set her free. We then cut to a shot of what must be the accountant, tied, bloodied, onto a chair, just a single overhead sweeping light. The camera pulls back and reveals that same dress through Billy's legs. Low. She's got him. We then go up to her face. She has that look of determination. Cut back to him. Absolute fright. And that is where this part of the story ends. Thank you.